Today, we're taking down the Cloudtreading Deer in Black Myth Wukong. Now, if you're really having trouble with the second phase of this boss, I have a trick that you can use that can possibly help you out. Now, I'm gonna let you know now, it may not be the most entertaining way to win this fight, but it does work. And at some point, if you're constantly catching L's, that's all that matters. So let's get into it. You don't want to use the plantain fan, simply because it just does not work. The boss has a special ability where it can cast tornadoes, and those tornadoes will negate the power of the plantain fan. So just don't use it in this fight at all. Now for your transformation spell, try to pick anything that has good movement. This boss is a deer and moves around like one. So if you can keep up with this movement, that means the more attacks you can get in. Stack the rest of your skills up with a Pluck of Mini, Immobilize, and I like to use Cloud Step. Now here's a trick. For your spirit, use Verdant Glow. Look at the equipped effect. It slowly recovers a small amount of health over time. And you don't have to do anything but just be alive. Alright, so now to the actual fight. When it starts, he's most likely going to bull rush you. Do your best to dodge and then follow that up with Immobilize. Then hit him with the Pluck of Mini and everything else that you have just to get your cooldown started early on in the fight. Now when he breaks loose from Immobilize, it's time to work on your positioning. Start dodging and moving towards his back legs. That's where you want to be the majority of the fight. He does have horns, so you really don't want to be in front of him. And he will use those back legs, but just not as often. And at some point, you may get hit and you may get frozen. Just make sure you shake that off because it won't melt on its own, and don't let him get any extra hits just because you're waiting around. At some point during the fight, he's going to jump up in the air and start flying around, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. So just get as far away as possible until he comes back down. And you should notice when he slams down, he does like an AoE attack. He has some other similar attacks like this where he lifts up in the air and then slams back down. They're pretty well telegraphed, so whenever you see him prepare, just try to get distance. I mentioned earlier that he has tornadoes. He not only has one, but he can call out 3 of these. When these come out, focus on dodging. Let him come to you. This is when you want to slow down the fight. You want to only attack when you see a clear opening. You can also cast Immobilize when you see one of these openings just to make sure he stays put and you can get some hits in. When he breaks loose, the fight's gonna get crazy because the tornadoes might still be up. If they are, try to back up and make some distance. Also, watch out for his snowballs. Just keep dodging until he stops having a fit. You finally get him into a second phase is when the strategy kicks in. What I need you to do is run. Get out of whatever blood you may be in. Just keep dodging back until you get all the way as far as you can to the other side of the map. Now, you may notice something. He might not be chasing you, and that's because your friend Zubaji joined the fight, and he's the key to the plan. Let them two fight it out. The boss won't bother you because Zubaji won't die. He'll just simply keep on taking the boss's health down slowly, and he will do this all the way till the end of the fight.